In this module, we will study light independent reactions, which are also called as dark reactions because they do not require light directly. So here in this figure, you can see that how Kelvin cycle is initiated. First of all, you can see here that as a result of light dependent reactions, ATP molecules and NADPH molecules were generated. These molecules have got energy temporarily stored in them, and they captured the light energy from the sunlight. Here in this cycle, which is also called as Kelvin cycle, this energy is shifted to the sugar molecule. So carbon dioxide enters the cycle, and with the help of energy provided by ATP and NADPH, this carbon dioxide will be converted into glucose, which is actually the end product. You can see here the stepwise diagram of a light independent reaction. Number 1 is the carbon fixation step, and in this step the ribulose biphosphate, which is the starting material, it reacts with carbon dioxide to form 3-phosphoglycerate. Ribulose biphosphate is actually 5-carbon compound. When it reacts with single carbon compound, which is carbon dioxide, it forms 6-carbon compound, which is unstable, and it splits into 3-carbon molecule, which is known as 3-phosphoglycerate. And in the second step, there is a reduction phase, and with the help of energy provided by ATP and NADPH, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is produced. Actually, the 6 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates are produced, but only one is shunted out as a product, while the other 5 are used for the regeneration of the carbon dioxide acceptor, which is ribulose biphosphate. It is represented in this reaction, and it requires the energy which is provided by the ATP. Now, this diagram shows the stepwise cyclic representation of a Kelvin cycle more clearly. Number 1 is the carbon fixation phase, which is shown here. You can see here that carbon dioxide comes here and it reacts with already present compound, which is ribulose biphosphate, and when it combines with the carbon dioxide, it forms 3-phosphoglycerate, and in this case 6 ATP molecules are used here to convert the phosphoglycerate to 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. And then in the next step, NADPH are consumed to form glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. As we have discussed earlier, that only one G3P is shunted out or is output as a sugar molecule, while other 5 are used for the regeneration of carbon dioxide acceptor. So here you can see that 3 ATP molecules are used again to form the ribulose biphosphate, which then combines with this carbon dioxide in the presence of enzyme which is called as rubisco. You can see here the summary to the reactions of the Kelvin cycle. 3 carbon dioxide molecules use 6 NADPH and 9 ATP to form carbohydrate, a single unit of carbohydrate, and as a result 6 NADP and 9 ATP and a phosphate group and 3 water molecules are released during this whole cycle or of carbon fixation.